Okay, this is personalization part two. Where we left off was how to connect the shipping so that the product actually shows up in your store on Shopify so that they can type in their name when they're actually going to buy the product. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen right from where we left off, and let's go. Okay, so what we want to do in the shipping part, so at the very bottom of the bottom left-hand corner, you want to go ahead and click on the settings tab. Okay, and then that'll bring you to this page here. We're going to click on shipping and delivery. And right here where it says general products, more than likely you probably only have two set up there. You probably have Printify and Shopify set up. So we're going to click on general products here, the general, and then all the way down at the bottom. See, I have three set up now. You're probably going to have two. So scroll down to the very bottom, and you're going to see anywhere POD in here. You're going to have to click add rates. Okay. And then see mine's right here and how I ended up setting mine up. Okay, I just did free shipping just like I did all the other ones. So that now, once the shipping profile and fulfillment is set up, so I have Printify and this is just my house. Okay, so you're going to actually have anywhere POD put in there. I just recommend you do flat rate, free, so that you don't have to worry about it. That way. Now, when you do a product in anywhere POD, then you end up it ends up showing up in your store, okay, where it's supposed to, okay? So let's go now back to the product. So now that we have already, first of all, we've connected Shopify, we've connected Printify, we've created an API store, and now we've set up the shipping. And I showed you how to drag in the Anywhere POD onto the product so that actually now, anytime you click on the personalization, you're going to be able to see it on the product that has personalization. If it doesn't have personalization, then that part of the default where it says enter in your name or type in your name, it won't show up there. Okay. So now what we're going to do is on your online store, okay, on your product here. So now we're going to create a product from scratch. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start here in the product catalog. And then what you want to do is you want to actually set it up to um, you want to click on Printify. And we're just going to do a t-shirt. And I'm going to show you basically step by step how to create the t-shirt, okay, from the product catalog. Let me take off my video here. So just speed it up a little bit. Okay, so import products from Printify, add new product. I'm going to click add new product. And then we're going to click on Printify. So now it's going to pull up all of the products that are in the Printify. And because that's the platform that we're using to actually do the printing. Anywhere POD is just where we have to create the product, okay, so that it will show up on our store with the personalization. But you only do this if you want to personalize it. Okay, so we're just going to click on this one right here just because it's the first one, just for speed of use here. It should have pulled up already where it says, okay, here we go. So yeah, you're going to go down here and you're going to pick on your whichever service you want. And I actually like the Swift POD because there's a whole lot more colors. Plus, it allows you to do a little bit more stuff on there. You can see the location where it's being shipped from: Great Britain, Canada, USA, Mexico, Monster Digital. This is a good one also. Um, but we're gonna go down to Swift POD. You see the United States. I'm gonna click Start Designing, and you see there's a lot more colors up to 5XL, which I don't like the 5XL. I don't have that on our and see, but here's what they allow you to do. You can see all these different print positions of what you can put on there. Okay. So we're gonna go, I already have some stuff in my library just for speed. I'm gonna put this on the front. Okay, so I already have created this. So I'm gonna do this one right here. I'm just gonna click on the link here. So this on the link, not download, not on the picture, but click the link once you've uploaded something in Anywhere POD. Well, actually, starting from scratch, you guys are gonna have to upload artwork. Okay. Then you're going to find your artwork, obviously, where it's saved in your computer. Okay. Once you find it, find out where it's saved, then you would end up adding it to your to anywhere POD. Okay. But we're not going to do that. I already have stuff in there. So I'm going to click add from library. I'm going to scroll down here. I'm going to click on this right here because it already has the um the text and it has um the personalization that I'm going to show you how to change. Okay. So I'm going to click on the back and I'm going to click left sleeve. I have not done that yet. Well, actually, we'll just do that in the neck. Okay. So these are all the positions that we're going to edit first. If you only had these two, then you see the save and continue, that would be it. But you have to make sure, see it says create product. But if you would click the back and the neck, that's just the inside neck panel, then, oh, I didn't save it. So I have to add it from library again. Okay. Just click on that. And of course, you have to select your variants. Now, in Anywhere POD, when you click on the variants, it's also going to add all of the sizes. So you're going to have to delete the sizes you don't want. And I'll show you that. So let's click on black. Let's click on cardinal red. We'll do a blue. We'll do a graphite or like some kind of gray. Let's see, sports gray. I think I like the heather because it's a little softer. We're gonna do I think they have a military green here somewhere. Antique Irish green, that'd be good too. That's Irish green, antique Irish green, royal. And see if you click on something you don't want it, you can't unclick it. You have to just delete it later on. Okay. Let's just click on those. Those are all dark colors, so they should show up here. So now with the personalization, see, here's the logo that I have, right? And you can see them right here. This one I already created. So if you wanted to add this and I didn't have the writing already, it's in white. That's why you can't see it. Then I'd have to click on add text. It would pop up here. I would adjust it where I wanted it. And then here's what you have to do. It's like right here, it says enter text. Okay. This is what you're going to want to type into what's going to be shown on so I just use a name. So I just put coach on here for right now. Okay. Then you're going to, here, I'll put Coach Nate. I'm going to change the font to whatever you want. I like Black Ops. Okay. And you'd obviously adjust it. And then your color here, I'm going to click white and it's in the center. Now you want to drag this for however big you want it. Okay. And where you want it set. And then you're going to click this button right here. It says personalize. Okay. And now you want to make sure this stays on dynamic. Optional title. So in here, it's going to say enter text here. So optional title is what you want it to say. So enter name on the thing when it's actually in there. Um, on Shopify, instead of saying enter text here, I put enter name, and that's what it's going to show on there. Okay. So that's what I want on there. So I have the optional titles. And if you put the highlight here, it says set title to display in Shopify or personalization view. This is optional and will not be visible to Etsy customers. Okay. So this is for Shopify. I click this and I put enter name because that's what I want to say when they type in their name. You got to make sure this button right here, this is click personalization, the color and center. I don't know why it's still showing up like in black because usually when I change the color, oh, there you go. Okay, now it's white. All right. Now I already did this, so I'm not going to do it again. So I'm going to delete this part. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to change the one I have in there. It says Vivica R. I'm going to change that to Coach Nate. Right. And that's just for the display. It's click on personalize, keep it at dynamic so that it will increase and delete and adjust the sizing. Enter name. Click optional. Okay, and now I'm going to click save. But before I do that, I also want to add something on the back. So now you see it says save and continue, and I want to do the neck. So this looks good. I like how that shows up. I'm gonna click save and continue. I know what the where I've placed it is exactly where it needs to be. So once you create something and you put it and you move it around, you can click on I'll show you on preview to see what it looks like so you can make adjustments, okay? All right, so I'm going to add from library because I already have it in there. Again, just for speed of use, this is what I'm going to put on here, the Made for Trainers slogan on the back. And you got to click the link, okay? And it'll drop it right in there, right where it's supposed to be too, from things I've created before, which is great. Makes it very simple if you're doing things that are similar, okay? Now it's already in there. I'm not going to, but I am going to show you how you can see the preview and stuff, okay? But you'll be able to see that once you've completed everything. And I just know it's in the right spot, so because I've already done it before. So now and you'll be able to see that and make adjustments. So save and continue. Now I'm going to put in this is for the neck, and it's going to pop up here, add product or so here in a second. Hang on. Yep. Okay. Add from library. You can see it's showing up as white on there, which is what we want. So this is the one I'm going to put in the inside. Actually, no, I'm going to do the made for trainers one, right? Where's that one at? Here we go. Bam. And I don't need to make adjustments to these because I've done it before. So now, after I click create product, okay, now it's going to pull up what it looks like so to where I can make adjustments and delete the variants I don't want. Like I don't want 3x, 4x, and 5x. So I'm just going to delete those from the catalog and it's on every single color. But if you click the color that you don't like, then now you have to adjust that. So it's updating the mockups, okay? So now so you can see that's what it looks like right now. Obviously, I want to make a little bit of changes possibly, but we're going to select the mockups that we want to see. This is the primary one. I like these ones down here is more the primary, like the ones that people are wearing it. But I definitely want some of these put in there, like the close-up shots, right? They usually have some of a guy and girl together. Those are the ones I like. Yeah, like this one here. So you can click primary on that, but they don't have this one in the black though, do they? Yeah, I'm not seeing it. Maybe it does lower. And it doesn't really matter. You can pick whatever ones you want to show up. That's what you can choose. Okay, so I'm just gonna click this one just for speeding it up. I do like it where they're wearing the shirt where you can actually see the back. And I do the same for every single color. Okay. So like some of these are kind of duplicates, so I don't need both of these. I don't need both of these where there you can see it. I like it kind of worn. These are more close-up shots, and those are better. So I would just unselect these. Okay. That one's gonna be my primary. This the close up. I kind of like that. Don't really like this one because it's not showing the whole thing anyway. And then for every color that I pick, I would do that for the same for every single one on the close ups and stuff. Okay. Okay. So now that I've done that, in the bottom right hand corner over here, you're gonna see save. I'm gonna click save right now just for again speeding up how this looks for you so you can see what it looks like. And then I'm going to adjust the variance now. I'll worry about the description later, but whatever this says right here is what's going to post in your anywhere POD. I'm sorry, in your Printify API store. So I do like to adjust this. I'm gonna put personalized t-shirt. Okay. Now you do have to click save or any of the changes that I've made are not going to pull up. Okay. So you see these are all the extra large. I like extra large. I like small. I like medium. I like large. I don't want any of these. So I'm going to click all of these 5XL, 4XL, and 3XL, and I'm going to delete those. Okay. From my Shopify store. The double XL I'll keep. Now up here, since I clicked on those, Hmm. It's not letting me delete it. Usually it says delete after I click on those, but it's not letting me. Man. So there's the mock-up. It might change it again because I didn't click save yet. So you might see that picture change. So anything you do in here, I really recommend that you click save. So let me click save now for now. And then I don't really update the price in here either. I do that in Shopify. But the description that I put, you can update the description. See, it didn't change the name here. And it probably, so now see it says select all. So now I'm going to delete all the ones I don't want. 5XL, 4XL, and it's only, I guess, if they're in stock, which is why some of them are less than that. Like, yeah, 3XL in almost all these different colors. So some colors may not have all of the sizes that you want. Hey, I had to scroll all the way at the top. That's all. Okay, deselect, delete selected. So I'm gonna delete those, and now it's going to delete all of the triple, quadruple, and 5XLs. Okay, from there, which makes it a lot easier, simpler, especially when you're adjusting the product. And it says shows the retail cost. Okay, your profit. Um, okay, here's their supplier. So now let's look and see if you wanted to delete or make some changes to the artwork. So let's say I wanted to move the Coach Nate over a little bit. It looks like it's a little bit too close. So you click edit and then it would pull up all of them, but it would edit like you pulling up, if you click on the front, it would pull up the front. If you hit the back, it'd pull up the back. But then now you can see preview mockups. So now that you've created the product, now you can look at the mockups and see what it looks like, and then you can make your changes to where you put your font for the personalization and whether you want it centered to the left or to the right. Um, in the so I actually like it there, depending on the name. And here's what you can do. So it's in the center now, right? I can make it to where it's all the way to the left-hand side or to the right, which doesn't really make sense, or keep it centered because it depends on how big the font is, but it will adjust it. It will only go out to wherever my rectangle here is. It will adjust it. It'll increase the size and decrease the size based on the name. That's with this dynamic right here. That's what it will do. If you get preset, then it will always keep the same font and they won't be able to add as many, I guess, letters as they might want to. Okay. And then obviously click name. And then now I can preview mockups. I can look at that and see, okay, do I like the change? Do I not like the change? And it's just showing the front here. So let's see what the left justify looks like. Justify, update product. So wait a second, and it'll pop up here, select mockups. And then after you're comfortable and you like the look, you like how it's showing up, you like the back, if you did the neck, and everything, how it looks, then the last thing that you have to do here, see, select mockups, and that actually looks pretty good. The left justify looks a little bit better than the center. You just click here, push to Shopify. Now, I'm not going to do that because it is going to publish this onto my Shopify account, and I've already created this. So you would update your name here, personalized t-shirt, click save. And now this title is going to change here. Okay. So now when I publish this, it's going to go into Printify's API. As you can see here, I've created a couple into my API store, and they're going to populate here. Okay. And it says placeholder do not publish. You don't want to publish from here because then you're going to duplicate it. Once you click push the Shopify in the anywhere POD here, when you click this button, it's already being sent there. Okay. So then if you want to, when you're here on your products in your store, okay, you can find the personalized, and if you have it all as personalized, then you're going to see them all there. Okay. if it starts with personalized, which I recommend because all the personalizing it, but this is like the brand name. Here's the hoodie, right? So I'm gonna click on this. And obviously this is where you can make all of your changes on your what it says, the name, the description here. And I would definitely put in the description here, like your text here or enter name here. Come on. Enter name. I'm gonna click this. I'm gonna underline this. I'm gonna click save. And once I do this, it's gonna show up in the store like that. And I'll show you that here in a minute on what that looks like. Okay, with the preview. So view, I'm gonna click view right here. So once you've updated your description, okay, and of course your pricing too, right? So you definitely want to update your pricing. I would definitely put it in the category. As you can see here, it's under my branded products. Okay, but I actually want that in a different collection. So I'm going to go here, made for trainers collection, not branded products. I'm going to click save. So I'm changing the collection it's going to show up in. Okay, this one's printer vendor Printify, which is not the correct one because it should be anywhere POD. But just so you guys get an idea of what this looks like, okay? Hang on a second. This might be the wrong one, but let's check it out. It should say enter name, where the personalization is in the store, but it might be the duplicate. This is what was happening before when I was creating products. Yeah, see, it says quantity. There's no name here because it said printify. So this is the wrong one. So we're going to go back here. Yeah, because I think I already changed the description here. So I'm going to scroll back down. It's about made for trainers section. So I think it's this one here. So let's click on this one. Could have very similar or the exact same description. Oh, yes, the enter name here. So I already did change this one. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go view. Now on this one, because I've already updated the description, I've updated the pricing. This one should show up if it does say, yeah, it says anywhere POD. This is how you're going to know that it's the correct one. Okay. And see that it says enter text. So this should say enter name, but I didn't change that yet in my account. So that's why I say this says enter text. This is the default section. So if you put in enter name, it'll show up here enter name as opposed to enter text. But I could just put let's just put Coach Nate. I'm gonna click large and I'm gonna click black. This is what I want, right? I'm gonna click add to cart. And then I'm going to view cart and you see it says enter text one line. And that's what it's going to say. And this one was I did a personalized challenge t-shirt and it says Coach Nate on there, right? And so this is how it's going to look. This is what your client is going to see when they go to your store. So you're going to see this and that's where it's going to be printed and what it's going to look like on the shirt or on the hoodie. Okay. So that's how you set up anywhere POD. You click the personalized products. That's how you add in the text. Okay. And just a quick review again on how you enter in the personalization on there. So you could take your logo, obviously, right? Then you're going to click in the very beginning, you're going to click this here, but it'll pop up when you're brand new. You'll have to upload image or upload your what you want, right? I've already created something in here. So now we're going to edit. And then you just want to make sure that you click on if you want to edit, add in the font, you click the little font thing here. You click the A and then you adjust the font of what you want it to say on the preview. You adjust the color that you want it to be and where it's going to show up on your shirt, right? Okay. So it says Coach Nate here. It says enter name, optional title. That's what we want. Okay. And then update product when you're happy with where everything is and you're happy with the way it looks. Okay. And of course, this one was just I just clicked on the edit the front, right? Okay, so I'm just go back. I don't need to edit that. And then after you click push to Shopify, this is the last thing that you do. Once you're happy with everything, you're happy with everything the way it looks, you would click push to Shopify, and then it would show up in your back end admin section of Shopify. Okay, because that's what's going to pull up. It's going to pull up this right here. Whatever you created and put into Anywhere POD, it's going to show up here. Then I would come down here to the bottom. I would adjust my pricing. I would adjust my description. Okay. This one's the hoodie. Okay. And then now, if you saw on my page when you're in your store in my product, let me just go to shop here real quick. See, I have some deals going on right now. If you want the deal, let's say you can see here it says, here's the normal price is what you get it for. Normal price is what you get it for. If you want that in your description, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that right now. Okay. You have to go to the variants. Okay. In here. So it has all different sizes, right? This is the price. This is the price that's showing up in the store. I'm going to click on one of the variants, the small. And this is also why you don't want too many variants because you have to do this for every single one. Okay. So after I click the variant, it's going to say here compare at. Okay, so let's say I want to sell it for 45.99 and you want to give it some kind of discount with a stripe through it, right? So my hoodie that I was selling was for 65.99, right? So you would put here 65.99. Okay. You would click save after every time you do this. All right. Okay, and then it will show up in your store just like this with a line through it, and here's the price, and it's basically 40% off. If you look at the top, I have 40% off Christmas deal, holiday special, 40% off limited time. So all my products are 40% off right now, but you have to do this on every single one. So you have to do it for there. And if you don't save it, it's going to make you, hey, go ahead and save. I'm going to click discard, but you have to do this for every color and for every size. Okay. I have not been able to figure out how to do it automatically for everything throughout the store, other than doing it in the cart. So they won't see it on the price. So I did figure it out how to do it blanket 40% off, but it doesn't show here what they're paying. It would still show $51. And when they would click on this and then put it in their cart, then it would show, oh, hey, the price is actually this. Well, that's not going to really get people to buy it. So I had to go through every single product I have for every single size, for every single color, and put in that dollar amount that I want to show the discount. Is it tedious and time consuming? Yes, but it looks way better on the store. So there you go. That's how you start from start to finish creating a product, push it to Shopify, make those adjustments in your back end and your shipping in order for it to show up in your store so that when people click on it and they want to create that personalization for it. So here's the white hoodie. Okay. Once they click on that in your store, you're going to see on here it has this. Okay, this one is the obviously okay. Yeah, see, this is coming from Printify, which is why it's not showing up. See, these are the duplicates that I told you I didn't want to happen to you, which are happening to me. So if you set up your API, this is not going to happen to you because I had to make these changes. That's why I have duplicates in my store, which I don't like, and I'm going to get rid of those. But just so you don't run into the same problem I ran into, like this one here, I made this one also, and this one might even say Printify. Yeah, see, it says Printify, so the customization bar is not there. This has to say Anywhere POD, and then it will show up in your store. Okay. See, this says Printify here also. So there you go. That's how you do it. You guys have any questions? Leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you.